Has played a crucial role in helping research and trials throughout this COVID pandemic. Now the School of Medicine starting up a brand new study. Yale researchers looking at those who have not received their COVID vaccine and experienced long-term effects from the virus. These so-called long haulers have experienced over 100 different symptoms after being diagnosed with COVID. And scientists want a deeper look into those long-term effects.
We're going to collect three different samples from people. So blood and saliva sample before the vaccine and 6 weeks and 12 weeks after the first shot.
Yale says participants in the study must be over 18 years old and local to one of Yale's facilities in either North Haven or the Smilo Cancer Center in New Haven. And they're also looking for only participants who have not received their COVID-19 vaccine.